Hi everyone. In this video, I'll be talking about some of the basic principles for using the search function on Bloomsbury Professional Online. The example I'll be using to illustrate the various features that are available to you is a very simple search for the words deferred tax. A little later on, I'll show you how to filter the search results to show only materials which are relevant to the disclosure requirements around deferred tax provisions. So let's get started. The search box you can see there up at the top right of the screen is your starting point for any basic search. Any searches you enter here will always be applied to everything which is available to you in your firm's subscription, so unless your search is very narrow and specific, nearly all searches you perform in this way will begin by casting the nets over a very wide area. That's fine. As we will see in a minute or two, one of the great features of this site is how easy it is to filter results down until you're looking at a very tightly focused set of results. What we're interested in is deferred tax, so if I start typing that into the search box, you can see that the site tries to predict what it is I'm looking for, and if I keep on typing, now I can pick up deferred tax, and we get the set of search results come back. It's worth pausing for a moment to run through exactly what it is we're looking at here. In this video, I'm just going to look at the basic meat and potato search functions. The power user search features are covered in a separate video. So, here are the search results. The first thing to say is it's telling us that we're looking at the first 10 documents out of a total of 656, which match the terms deferred tax. I'll be talking about how to use the items per page and sort functions in the advanced search video. But for these purposes, all we need to be aware of is what information is being presented to us on the results page. Here, it's showing the title of the document, and next to that, it shows whereabouts the document is coming from. So in this particular case, it's coming from a chapter 13 on taxation. But as you can see in the next hit down, it doesn't have to be a chapter. There it's coming from notes to the consolidated financial statements. Underneath that top line, it shows the name of the book that the search hit is coming from. Then we have some details around the author and publication date. And finally, for each search hit, we show some keywords in context. It's just a useful way of getting a feel for what the document contains, so that you can determine whether it's worth going in and taking a look at the full text of the document itself. For the same reason, we also provide a cover image for each book. It's just simply a visual cue to indicate the different sources that the search results are coming from. So this list here is just showing all of the search results in order, starting with the first 10 out of 650 plus. Now then, if we hop over to the left-hand side of the screen, where it says refine results, now we've got a number of methods for reducing that very large number, 650 plus, down to something quite a lot more manageable. We've already mentioned that the search box up in the top right will always search across absolutely everything that's available to you. As soon as you perform a search, you'll notice that over on the left of the screen, a secondary search box appears, which helpfully says search within results. That does exactly what it says on the tin. So rather than search across everything that's included in your subscription, this search box will only search within just those 650 documents. So given that what we're particularly interested in on this occasion is the disclosure requirements for a deferred tax provision, all I'm going to do is just type in the simple word disclosure, click go, and now it's filtered my search results down from 650 plus down to 440 or so. I can continue to type words in there if I wish. For example, if I want to add in the word presentation as well, I can do that. So that takes it down to just 295 results. Another important thing to be aware of with adding additional search terms in this way is that I can add them and remove them in any order that I like. So I started looking for deferred tax, then I searched within those results for deferred tax and disclosure. I've now added presentation as well. If I want to, I can take disclosure out of the equation. So if I click the red X beside it, that removes disclosure from the search terms, and I'm now just looking for deferred tax and presentation. Something to mention as well is that if you ever need to go back to a previous set of search results, there are a number of different ways you can do it. It's a simple browser back will always take you to what you were just looking at on this site, regardless of what it is, whether it's a set of search results or a document. Or you can use the My Searches drop down to pull up any of the previous searches that you've performed in this session. So I can go all the way back to my first search just for deferred tax, or I can pick out any of the searches that I've performed as well. So let's go back to the one which was just deferred tax and disclosure. So as you can see, it's a very flexible way of adding and removing search terms as you're reviewing the search results. Now then, I'll be talking about using content types to filter search results in the advanced search video. So let me just minimize that. The next thing I want to talk about is how you can use the books list here to filter your search results as well. So here we've got a list of all the titles which match our search for deferred tax and disclosure. Beside the title of each product, you can see a number in brackets. All that's doing very simply is showing how many hits are contained in that product. So that in itself can occasionally be a useful visual cue just to determine where the real action is. So audits and accounts of LLPs only has 2 hits, so that's going to be an edge case for this particular inquiry. The point I want to make, and this is a key principle even for basic searching on the site, is that if you click one of the titles here, the search results page will narrow to show just the results coming from that particular title. So looking at the search results here, we can see that quite a few of the first page of hits are all coming from products around IFRS. If the particular client that we're working on for this query reports under UK GAAP, we can strip away all that material just by choosing the UK GAAP manual from the books list and clicking that. And now we're just looking at the 38 hits that come from the PwC UK GAAP manual. Again, just to make the point that once you've added a filter into the search, it's very easy to remove it. You can either click the red X against it like so, or let's go back and pull that search up again. I can use browser back, and indeed I can go right back to the start and start again from scratch. So perhaps I might want to look at the IFRS in the UK hit. So again, if I click that manual there in the results list, I can now see I've got 102 hits just looking for deferred tax in IFRS for the UK. And just to make the point that you can add these filters in any order at all, if I type in disclosure there, we're now down to just 71 items coming from the IFRS for the UK manual. That's it for this video. It's just a very brief introduction to the basics of searching on Bloomsbury Professional Online. I hope you found it useful. Do look out for the video on advanced search features. There's a lot more things you can do with search on this platform. Thanks very much for watching.